name is Meredith Williams, and in this video we will be discussing horizontal and vertical integration. First, we'll talk about horizontal integration. This occurs when a company expands within a single industry. Staying within one industry allows a company to focus all of their capabilities and resources in one area and keeps them focused on what they do best. Horizontal integration is the process of acquiring or merging industry competitors to achieve the competitive advantages that come from a large size and scope of operations. Some examples of horizontal integration are when Disney merged with Pixar in the movie production industry and when Porsche acquired Volkswagen in the automotive industry. Now we'll talk about some benefits and some problems with horizontal integration. Some benefits of horizontal integration are that it lowers cost structure and it creates economies of scale. It increases product differentiation by increasing the flow of innovative products to a company's sales force, also through bundling and cross-selling. It leverages a competitive advantage more broadly so that a company's capabilities and resources can be used in multiple market segments. Also, it reduces industry rivalry by eliminating excess capacity in an industry and by reducing the number of competitors within an industry. And finally, it increases a company's bargaining power with their suppliers or their buyers because they are now larger through consolidation. Some problems with horizontal integration. Sometimes it's difficult to implement when there's a culture clash between two companies. Also, there's a high management turnover with hostile takeovers. Oftentimes, managers overestimate the benefits of mergers and acquisitions, and increased profitability and competitive advantage are never actually reached. And finally, the Federal Trade Commission can block any merger and acquisition from happening when they believe a company will become too powerful and they might abuse their power through increasing the price over the competitive level. So that sums up horizontal integration. Now we'll talk about vertical integration. Vertical integration is when a company enters into a new industry that supports the business model of its core industry. That's the industry that is the primary source of competitive advantage and profitability of a business. And a company must have a multi-business model that explains entering in a new industry and how they'll increase their profitability. Now, there are two types of vertical integration. There's backwards vertical integration. This is when a company expands its operations backwards into an industry that produces inputs for the company's products. An example of this would be if Starbucks bought coffee bean farms and started producing their own coffee beans. And then there's forward vertical integration. This is when a company expands its operations forwards into an industry that distributes, uses, or sells the company's products. For example, DirecTV bought News Corporation and began managing the distribution of movies, TVs, and television shows. Now, there are 4 stages in the raw to consumer value-added chain. First, there's raw materials to component parts in manufacturing to final assembly and then finally retail. It's important to note in vertical integration that there must be value added in each level of the chain in order to enter into that industry. Also, there are value chains across industries and within industries. Now we will talk about some benefits and problems with vertical integration. Vertical integration increases product differentiation, lowers costs, or reduces industry competition under these 3 circumstances. When it facilitates investment in specialized assets, because investments in specialized assets help a company achieve competitive advantage against their rivals at a business level. When it enhances product quality and strengthens its differentiation advantage, and when it improves scheduling because it is quicker and easier to plan the transportation of products. Some problems occur when the company's business model is actually weakened and when profitability is decreased through vertical integration. These problems include increasing the cost structure, when there are technology changes and a company is left with old technology, or when there's unpredictable demand and the company is producing a product that is no longer in demand. That finishes our talk on vertical integration. Thank you very much.